Welcome to the Serious Sarcasm podcast. My name is Jay Derosier. Everything you hear is purely my opinion and absolutely not gospel truth. If you do find yourself getting a little bit too worked up over what I say, feel free to take your opinion and, well, you know where. Now that we got that straightened out, sit back, relax, and you might want to get yourself some popcorn because it's going to be a long one. Enjoy the show, y'all.
What is going on? My name is Jay Derosier. Welcome to another episode of the Serious Sarcasm podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, first, before we begin, I'm going to introduce, of course, the voice of God, the podcast, Dr. Phil.
Yo, episode 23.
Episode 23, man. We killing it.
Look at that, man. Congratulations. You passed the threshold twice now.
All right, now we gotta go for the home run, right?
I can't wait for episode 100.
Oh, we're going to get there. We
need to do a live show. You can do it live audience, man.
A live audience on episode 100? We could do that? Yeah.
I'm down.
Then just monologue them to death. But this episode 23 is a special one, not only because it's episode 23, it's also our final episode of 2024.
Aww.
I mean, it is what it is, man. We got another episode coming the following week anyways, you know what I'm saying? They didn't cancel us just yet, you know what I'm saying?
Your 2024 has been good or bad? Or neutral?
2024 as a whole, the first half was a learning experience. The second half is something that one day I'm gonna write a book, and this second half of 2024 it might be the beginning of that book. Straight up.
Okay.
Just being completely honest, the way this year has ended for me, on a professional level and a personal level, and of course, my level of fatherhood, me being a dad, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, how 24 has been for you?
It's been great. Business wise, yeah. But for the most part, I'm happy. You know, can't wait for 2025. I'm gonna do more, make more money, try to get healthier. But yeah, I'm good.
2025 is gonna be a fun year. Like, I feel it in my bones. Like, I genuinely feel it in my bones. It's gonna be a great year. Not only for obviously us in this room, just for the world as a whole. I think the way this year has gone has opened a lot of people's eyes to a lot of the BS that we've dealt with on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm ready for the aliens. They're already here. So
they're already in the water. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, I don't care what no one says. The giant squid that people say that's in there in that water, I believe that's an alien.
Of course it is.
I genuinely believe that's an alien. But
what if I told you humans were aliens?
So listen to this. Conspiracy theory real quick before we get into the episode. Listen to this. My final conspiracy theory of the year. And this is probably not a real conspiracy theory. I genuinely believe in God. I'm a Christian. I grew up Catholic. Like, I genuinely believe in God. God is the end all be all, right? I think God created the aliens, right?
Okay.
And I think they're the original humans, and they dropped us off here on Earth to just use us as test subjects to see, like, let's see if we, created, a sub-society, see how they would act. And they're coming back sooner or later to be like, oh yeah, they on that bullshit. Let's just wipe them out and start over.
Did you? I know we're getting off a tangent here, but did you ever watch Prometheus?
No.
It's one of the prequels to the Alien franchise.
Nah.
Right, and so it's like that. like
oh, for real?
Yeah, humans, humanoid type people were in another galaxy, and they created life here. But the crazy part is, one of the deleted scenes is that they got mad because the Romans killed Jesus, because Jesus was like an important person. He was one of them.
Oh, wow. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and that's why they're like, send the aliens.
Just get rid of everybody.
Yep.
Because I feel like in their eyes, we're the riffraff.
I get it.
Like, we are the riffraff.
I get it.
But in all seriousness, y'all, let's get this episode started. Like I said, it's the final episode of 2024. So this entire episode is going to be more so reflection rather than, giving my opinion or my sarcasm on current events, things that's going on in the world. So, for example, let's start off with our top 3 moments of the podcast for 2024.
Yeah.
Phil, what's some of your favorite moments on the show?
Well, definitely Miriam.
Miriam, of course. I mean,
the very first episode too,
yeah.
And then the one where you made fun of Diddy.
The one I made fun of Diddy.
Yeah.
Yo, the Diddy clip. I will say this before we get into Miriam. I mean, get into the Miriam moment. Sorry, Miriam. I apologize. She gonna see this and be like, she gonna see this and be like, yo, what you mean by that?
Yeah, you know.
The Diddy clip specifically, I remember I posted that on YouTube. You couldn't tell me how many people were defending this man in the comments.
Well, he diddled them, so.
But it made me laugh because I'm kind of like, okay, I can understand if you think he's still not guilty with all the allegations and charges that he has, but we still saw on video that he beat the shit out of Cassie.
That is true.
Which I don't understand, that part. Like, people are still defending that. But anyways, I'm glad you did bring up Miriam, though, circling back to that. Because one of our most popular clips was a clip with me and Miriam when Miriam was a guest on the show. Can we play that clip real quick?
Really, dating standard I have for myself, honestly, is hygiene. This is gonna sound
That's
bad.
a good one.
This is gonna sound bad.
Yeah.
I know with women, most of the times, it's usually like what you eat or the men you mess with can F up your pH balance. Let's just make sure we right down there
Right.
before you want me to go down there.
One thing I will say about the feminine hygiene thing that I see a lot of men lack, is the knowledge about feminine health.
Yeah.
A lot of the times men are like,
This is true.
oh, like, pussy stank, or something like that, and whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, but a lot of men don't know, like, before intercourse, a lot of men try to spit on it.
Oh, I know what you mean.
If you have a cavity and you're trying to spit on it and put it in me, and now I have BV, like, boy, and then you're gonna be like, oh, you're the problem, you have bad hygiene. That was you. That was literally you. You know what I mean? Or there's so many other factors like hormones. Like if I got on birth control because, you don't want to hit it raw or something like that, that's going to throw off your hormones for 3 months. You know what I mean? But to just dump a girl because they have like one or a couple of slip ups, I think that's a little immature.
That clip really got a lot of like women, specifically black women, on my case.
Why?
Because they felt like I was throwing shots at women in general about them just having bad hygiene. And I'm like, that wasn't the case. For example, there was somebody in the comments that said, he tried it, mentioning other men when it comes to a woman's pH balance. Like I always say to people, if a girl messes with a dirty dick having ass nigga, and then she tries to move on to the next man, and unfortunately that dirty dick ass nigga fucked you up, and now the new nigga is like, yo, something's not right down there. That's not the woman's fault. That's the dirty dick ass nigga's fault. Am I wrong?
Dirty dick ass nigga is my wrestling name.
So the music that plays is More Money, More Problems by P. Diddy? Then?
Could be. or actually, it's the Diller's music.
Jesus Christ. Dirty dick ass nigga, that's crazy. You got mustard?
No.
Falling out of it or something?
I deleted it.
Oh, thank God, Jesus Christ. All right.
That's my favorite clip of the year, actually.
So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know how ridiculous Phil is, my ringtone when I call him is literally Kendrick Lamar just saying mustard. Mustard! Fucking liar. I hate it here. I'm never coming back here. Listen. If you listen to this podcast, there's openings to be the next podcast producer because I can't do this no more. Oh. I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you, man. Damn. But now, in all seriousness, though, but like I had a lot of people in my comments, going off on me about that. Was I wrong for saying that?
Absolutely not.
Like, I'm not putting the blame on a woman. I'm putting the blame on the men.
But man, you can't put blame on them though, because why you choosing a dirty dick ass nigga?
Well, women don't know the nigga's dirty dick until after the fact, usually.
I mean, you can kind of guess just from the person's regular hygiene. If you get that sit down smell.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People will show, especially with men. Men don't have bad. If men have bad hygiene, you can tell them their fingernails.
Fun fact, bro.
All that shit.
There was a woman. I'm not gonna say her name on this show.
Madonna.
She's gonna be a guest on the show next year.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say her name just yet.
Okay.
But she told me about a story when she was, messing with a guy, pulled his pants down, and the smell hit her as soon as his pants came off.
Oh, the from under cheese.
Like it just smacked her. Like, ugh.
Did she continue?
So, guys, the next clip that was real popular on the podcast that we're going to speak about is actually a clip that kicked off and started our second show here on the Jay Derosier Media Network, and that's a clip of me and my best friend Trey talking about fupas, the women that we like. One of my girlfriends didn't have a fupa. She was flat as hell in the stomach.
Like, is this for real, or are you just like fucking around?
No,
He like Fupa's for real. That's like one. We will literally have a conversation. He'll be like, man, she got that Fupa, bro. I'll be like, I'm like, man.
I'm like, she tucked that stomach in her jeans. Oh yeah, I'm about to get that.
Let me say this. I say me and Jay, you so stupid.
Nigga, Fupa hunter.
You so stupid.
I'm the Fupa finder. What the fuck you mean, nigga?
I would say that me and Jay, we don't like the same type of girls, but we both date single moms.
Yeah.
And I don't care about the stretch marks either, the cellulite either, but he is really a Fupa warrior. And
well, the reason why is because
I'm not a Fupa warrior. So I don't mind it, but I'm not the Fupa. I won't go out of my way to go get the Fupa.
Let me explain myself though. Most of the single moms I date though is because like they have like stretch marks or they got the Fupa. So I'm like, okay, bet like.
But you literally like to rub on it though.
What a way to cut the clip right there too, by the way. Trey knew what he was doing when he edited that one. But nah, guys, that clip specifically is probably, that clip standalone by itself is probably my favorite moment, honestly, personally, of the show the past 23 weeks.
How come?
Because it kind of showed how easy it is for you and I to banter back and forth, and how easy the relationship flows on camera. And it kind of showed my friendship dynamic with Trey specifically as well. And that also showed and proved itself when we started our second show, which is Fupas and Flapjacks. You can listen to Fupas and Flapjacks on the Jay Derosier Media Network every Monday. New episodes every Monday. But by the way, but besides that, honestly, that episode specifically, but that specific clip actually is one of those things that when you look back of the journey of the show shows the growth, because I can watch that episode, which was episode, I believe, 10 or 11, and look back at episode 1 and just see the growth in myself, the growth that I've had on the camera, the growth I've had in the confidence when I speak to the camera, or the confidence I have when, you know, you and I bounce ideas off each other when we're talking here on the show. And it kind of makes me feel, I'm not going to say accomplished, but it makes me feel that I'm on the right track professionally here on the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why that specifically is like my favorite clip.
And also, it told a lot of people about you, your personal preferences, because not many people would say that on camera.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And be proud of it. Because, it's not, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but not many people be like, yo, I love Fupas.
Yeah, look, listen, let's Shorty have a little Foops, you know what I'm saying? You know, bring it to daddy, let me rub on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy. But the last clip, or the last memorable moment, I guess, even though there's been many, the last memorable moment of these past 23 weeks of 2024 with the Serious Sarcasm podcast is a clip that went the most viral. Believe it or not, Phil.
Really?
Yeah. Obviously, we talk about sports a lot on the show. And one of the topics when we talk about sports has always been Colorado Buffaloes football, right?
Correct.
Shout-outs to Dion.
Correct.
Shout-outs to Dion Jr.
Yep.
Shout-outs to Shador Sanders. Shout-outs to Shiloh. Shout-outs to Travis Hunter. But this clip specifically, I wasn't directing my, support to them specifically. But I was actually speaking about Jason Whitlock. Can we play that clip real quick? Jason Whitlock says Dion wins only because of his corrupt program. Do you want to understand why Jason Whitlock thinks Deion Sanders' program is corrupt at Colorado? It's because Deion Sanders is winning. Deion Sanders is winning games. He has a star player in his son, Shador Sanders. He has another superstar player in his, I guess, surrogate son in a sense, with Travis Hunter. He has a solid player in his is Shiloh the middle son? Yeah, Shador's the youngest, so Shiloh's the middle child. He has a solid safety with Shiloh Sanders, and he has an amazing media PR ad guy and his oldest son, Dion Jr., a.k.a. Bucky. Shout outs to Well Off Media. Love what you guys are doing every week and every day when you guys post your content. But he's mad that Dion is winning. His kids are doing amazing. Travis Hunter is doing amazing. And the reason why he's upset is because it gets him clicks and views. I guarantee you, this video, when I clip it up, it's standalone, me going at Jason Whitlock about Deion Sanders and Colorado football, I guarantee you be one of my most viewed videos, because everyone loves to hate on Deion. Everyone loves to hate on Colorado. And a lot of you dudes who are keyboard warriors are the incels that Jason Whitlock loves leaning towards to get his clicks and views and get his money. And you guys don't really see it. And that's annoying. It It's annoying. Listen, man. You know what's crazy to me, Phil?
What's that?
There was 2 or 3 separate occasions where I predicted the future on this show.
I should call you Jay Stradamus.
It's just that ass. Because I predicted Travis Hunter winning the Heisman in I think it was before the college football season started when I predicted it.
Yep.
I predicted the Jason Whitlock clip was going to be my most viewed clip.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I also predicted that Colorado was going to win 9 games this season. What was their record?
9?
9-3.
Okay.
I mean, they got a bowl game coming up, obviously. But they went 9-3. I went 3 for 3 on my predictions. Just letting y'all know.
Do you use the Hard Rock app? Because I need some help with that.
I don't use any of these apps. They're not going to get free promo from me.
I'm just saying.
I won't say it out loud.
Well, you need to help me with mine then.
I won't say it out loud. But now, let's get real for a second. I think the Jason Whitlock clip specifically showed how much the black community does support us with this podcast. But it also showed how much people really don't like successful black men as well. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're dangerous.
Exactly. But I had a lot of people, 85% of the comments were people like, yeah, man, F Jason Whitlock. Dion, we love what you're doing with Colorado. We love what you're doing with those boys, blah, 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 blah. You're changing these young men's life, blah, 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 blah. But then you had that 15% that was kind of like, well, Jason Whitlock is a successful blah, 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 blah. What are you doing with your little podcast? And it's kind of like, that doesn't really hurt my feelings because I am who I am and I'm comfortable who I am, no matter how great success I have or how little success I have, because I'm still me. I'm still Jay Derosier. I'm still the guy who comes here and records these episodes and still gives my honest opinion, even if it's in a sarcastic manner. But you're sitting behind a keyboard upset at me chasing after my goals while you're home probably making minimum wage, upset at the whole world around you because it's going past you, instead of doing something about it to make your life a little bit better. Am I wrong for thinking that?
Extra cheese on my Krabby Patty, please.
Yeah, man, put the fries in the fucking bag, man, and keep it moving. But Phil, let's get more in like a more sentimental vibe, man. Thinking about 2024, man. What about you, man? What lessons have you learned in 2024?
What lessons have I learned? Not to be as open. Not like my business hours. I mean, like personally, you know. Some people that you meet in life only want to take from you.
Yeah.
And me, I'm a kind guy, you know, so I tend to give. And what I've learned in 2024 is to not give everybody that access to you.
Can I give you this is a corny saying, but it's honestly factual in every aspect in life. Don't pour into people's buckets if they're not willing to pour into yours.
Yeah.
As corny as that sounds, it's honestly factual. Because to piggyback off of what you're saying, man, I've went through that a lot this year, and I'm gonna get reflective a little bit. But this year's taught me a lot, and not just about podcasting. It's just more so in life in general, you know. One thing I've learned is to really hone in on the hierarchy of things that I actually give 2 shits about, or things I actually care about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, number one thing I always care about is my faith in God, and of course, my son. There's the 2 top things, no matter what the situation
so
is.
faith, family, and Fupas.
Faith, family, and Fupas. I'm gonna put that on the T-shirt.
That's our next.
Hey,
podcast.
Underdog, put that on the T-shirt.
Faith, family, and Fupas.
Faith, family, and Fupas. Wow, that's crazy. No, I'm so dead ass. I'm putting that on a T-shirt.
There you go.
That's going on a T-shirt.
There you go.
But I'm gonna put it in quotes and put like your name at the bottom. And be like, oh, that's a quote from Podcast Doctor.
Nah. It's all you, bro.
But like I was saying, man, just when it comes to those 2 things, and then the next thing on the hierarchy is obviously this podcasting thing. Like, if I realize if I don't pour more into it, the less successful it's gonna be, right? Like, kind of being lackadaisical, writing lackadaisical comments. I mean, captions and descriptions really didn't get me nowhere in my past with former podcasts that I had. And, you know, I can say people like you, people like Trey, people like Miriam, Junie B, who's going to be a guest on the show in the new year. You guys, specifically you 4 specifically, have really put the battery in my back and told me, like, yo, don't stop grinding. Like, just keep going. Even when you feel like, you know, you don't want to record, even though you feel like your battery is drained. Like, even that 10% that you have left, give that last 10%, and we'll see what happens after that, you know?
Yeah. And I told you this off camera, though. I see it in you.
I appreciate that, man.
You know what I mean? I do it with a lot of people here. You know, they come and go. And you can kind of tell, you know, who has the passion for it, who has the dedication, who has the drive, and who has the willingness to do the grind, and who has the willingness to learn. You know? And you have all of those attributes. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Like, I really do appreciate that. Because like you told me from day one, man, this shit is not easy.
Hell no. Even with my help, it's still not easy.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. People think you just put the camera in front of your face and just say, I hate women, I hate people doing this, I hate people doing that. Like, it's more to that. Like, we write scripts. You know, we write outlines. We research the stuff we're gonna speak on before we get on these cameras and speak on it.
Yeah.
Because as much as I'm a conspiracy theorist, as much as I like to be sarcastic about things, a lot of my fans, a lot of you guys who listen to this podcast, whether it be comments, DMs, you guys tell me a lot of times like, oh, I didn't know that was going on. I appreciate you educating the situation before you roast about it. That means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot. Because obviously the breakdown of every episode is the same. I introduce a topic, educate you on a topic, I give my opinion. Me and Phil go back and forth, then we go to the next topic. That's literally the same recipe for every segment that we speak on the show. As cookie cutter as it does sound, it's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we got our own 11 herbs and spices going on here.
Exactly, man. Do you say herbs or herbs?
I said herbs.
Okay. So, question. For example, there's a company we all know what MLMs are, multi-level marketing companies are. Is it Herbalife or Herbalife?
Herbalife.
Okay, now I'm just wrong on everything. I fucking hate it here.
I got sucked into that MLM back in like 2007.
Which one?
The shakes, the Herbalife shakes.
Oh, they got your ass.
They got my ass, man. Some pretty girl was like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey." She's like, "Hey, you're fat." And I'm like, "I know."
Oh shit!
She's like, "Hey, drink this shake, you'll lose weight." I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "You want to sell it?" I'm like, "All right." Can I get some pussy? She's like, "Nah." I'm like, "Damn, I want out of this scam."
So she gave you the shakes, but she wouldn't make a shake for you. That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's tragic.
Damn Herbalife.
How much money they got about you?
Maybe $600-700.
You said $670?
$600 or $700.
Oh, $700. Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I've heard some horror stories. Some people have been, like in debt for like years.
Yeah, but I mean, $700 when you work at Universal, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It could be worse.
Yeah.
No, for real, it could be worse.
Could be. Yeah.
You could have got sucked in on like who are the people that used to do they sell vacations, like vacation
Timeshare?
memberships?
So timeshare stuff?
Nah, not timeshares, but it was something else. There was, I think it was a company. It's a company called, is it World Vacations? World Ventures, I think it's called. And that was a cult. I know two people that was in that shit. It was a cult. Within a year, they were out of that shit. Not even a year. Within a month, they were out of that shit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but it could be worse.
Okay.
I mean, at least you're doing better than Drake fans.
Okay.
Reason why I mentioned Drake fans, since we're talking about 2024, this is our wrap-up show. Let's talk about some of the greatest hot topics of the year. From Kendrick and Drake to Trump's assassination attempts, multiple, obviously, to the 2024 election, to what else? Luigi killing the United Healthcare CEO. Allegedly, killing the United Healthcare CEO. What else am I missing? There's a lot of things happened this year.
Cat Williams started it all.
Yeah, Cat Williams opening the portal. Jesus, a lot of things happened this year, bro.
He said it. He did it.
I mean, Diddy and his BS. I do want to say this though. Now that I'm hindsight being 2020, right? And this is specifically with the Drake and Kendrick thing, but this is not specifically towards Drake or Kendrick or even their fans. This is specifically to J. Cole.
Okay.
Because I am a huge J. Cole fan, and I remember how disappointed I was when J. Cole stepped away from the battle. And I remember being like, no, like, obviously, anybody who knows me, my top three has always been Kendrick, Cole, then Drake. And I always wanted to see Kendrick and Cole, like, go back and forth on a song or just go back and forth in not really a rap beef, but like a battle, right? And it kind of it fully disappointed me. But being an adult, right? you have to juggle a lot of emotions and a lot of things. Sometimes friends put batteries in your back. Obviously, J. Cole said it himself. Like his friends put the battery in his back, and that's why he didn't feel right in his soul. That's why he had to rescind that record. And hindsight being 2020, man, J. Cole made the right decision. J. Cole's probably the smartest person of this past year, besides Donald Trump. We'll get into Donald Trump in a second, because he felt like he did the wrong thing, stood by this aspect of like, yo, I did the wrong thing, let me make it right. Obviously, he probably didn't make it right behind the scenes, or whatever the case is. We don't know their personal lives. But I think J. Cole is a bigger man today than he was before he dropped that record. And him having that sellout show in Madison Square Garden shows that internet cancel culture is not real. Am I wrong for saying that?
I think it depends on the action, though.
I don't think cancel culture has ever been real.
Really?
I think the only time cancel culture has been real when is when it comes to
Hold on, Matt Rife is calling.
Whatever. But I don't think cancel culture has been real when it has come to white celebrities. I think black celebrities cancel culture has never been real because people are still listening to "Step in the Name of Love." Shit, I was listening to "All About the Benjamins" on the way over here.
Okay.
Granted, "All About the Benjamins" are a little different because Jadakiss wrote Diddy's verse on that song, so that's a little different. But
so you're saying only white people cancel white people?
I think so.
White people can't cancel
white
people.
White people only cancel white people, and white people only cancel black people. Black people don't cancel other black people.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like I said, I've seen people still jamming Diddy, jamming R. Kelly. Kanye said white lives matter. People still jamming flashing lights and shit like that. So, yeah, J. Cole proved to me that cancel culture isn't real. And also, J. Cole proved to me that a lot of people who listen and follow the trends of black culture aren't really black as well.
Ooh, hot take.
It's not really a hot take. I think the biggest people who consume our music or our culture aren't from our culture.
They're white kids.
Yeah, they're white kids. They don't really know if, for example, SZA just dropped an album like a couple days ago, right? Or last week, I should say.
Oh my God, that album cover.
Yeah, that part too. But the deluxe version was amazing. Her and Kendrick sampled, I can't remember the damn song, the original sample of the song. But also Rich Boy obviously throw some D's on that, also sampled that song back in the day, back in, was it 2006, 2007, right? Mm-hmm. You saw a lot of kids saying like, oh, Kendrick and SZA just biting over Rich Boy. I'm like, do you guys not know the original sample of the song?
Yeah, that's just Gen Z, man. They don't know.
But what I'm saying is, it's not just Gen Z specifically. It's a specific demographic of Gen Z that's not black.
Gotcha.
I mean, granted, you got a lot of dumbass YNs, but besides that, 2024 shown, I think, more than ever, and I think Kendrick, Cole, and Drake have highlighted it when that whole thing happened, is that a lot of people who are commenting on our culture aren't from our culture.
Yeah.
And the issue that we have in our culture is that a lot of people give, for example, Phil, if we invited, let's say, a white celebrity here, right, and he said some wild shit about a black woman or a black celebrity, I would check it right there on the spot.
Good.
A lot of things that happen in our culture in a negative space is because a lot of people of our culture let white people, Hispanics, whoever the case may be, say wild shit and don't check them in the moment.
That's true.
And, I'm getting off topic with, the other hot topics of the year, but that specifically is one thing that really pissed me off about this year. Because I saw it too many times.
Yeah.
Too many times.
Yeah.
Besides that, what other hot topics you think happened this year that you kind of like reflect and you're kind of like, oh, that was crazy that happened this year? Oh,
I'm still on my conspiracy theory. The whole aliens in Miami, the mall thing, they were covering up that shit, said it was a fight. Nah, man, that was aliens in the portal. Remember that?
Hey, I'm still with you on the whole the drone thing, especially what's going on in Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. That shit's crazy too. Also, I have a bit of a conspiracy theory about Diddy. Want to hear it?
Another one?
I have a conspiracy theory about Diddy.
All right.
I think Diddy did some of that shit.
I
don't think he did all of it. Let me just say this. I don't think he did all that shit. I think he did some of it, right? But I think he's going to go down for all of it.
Oh, yeah, he's a patsy.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. when that news article came out saying that, I think it was the New York Times or whoever the newspaper publication is, they have one of the Diddy tapes, and it's Diddy and another famous celebrity, and they said the celebrity was white, right?
Justin Bieber?
Doing some wild shit. No, it was like
Ashton Kutcher?
I think it was a of age celebrity, they said.
Ashton Kutcher?
I don't know.
Justin Timberlake?
But it said it was a white celebrity, right? That news broke.
Ben Affleck?
But guess what happened 2 days after that news broke?
What?
That all of a sudden you can't even find that article online anymore.
Oh, shit.
I'm just saying, like, people tighten up the reins around him when it comes to all this shit. Because I genuinely think some wild shit was going on at Diddy's parties. But I genuinely think, I'm going to say 95% of the people who were at Diddy's party left before all that other shit was going on, right? But here's the issue. That other 95% is going to go down just because, or have that stench on them, even though they wash themselves of him. Like, look what's going on with Jay-Z. I'm just saying, Diddy's going to go down for everything, even though I think he did about 40% of that shit, but he's going to go down for everything.
He didn't make his Illuminati payment, so they're like, get him.
Is he at the point he still has to make Illuminati payments? I feel like when you become a billionaire, you don't have to make those payments anymore.
Bro, you still black, though.
Yeah, that's true. No matter if you're in the Benz, you're still a nigga in the coupe.
Exactly.
Yep.
Kanye West.
Yep, that's a Kanye bar. Yep.
2004.
Yes. Oh, damn. You know the year. Okay. But let's talk about the fans real quick. I just want to highlight one fan specifically from YouTube, and his name is Alex Reasons. The reason I want to highlight that fan specifically is that fan specifically subscribed to the podcast early on, right? But also that fan specifically has been a continuously commenter, a continuous supporter of the show. But also he's had his chances where he leaves, like, comments for you and I to read. Whether it be, support, whether it be, advice on what we should do differently, things we should, like, how we should navigate certain topics. And I want to show him love for being a main supporter of the show. Because this is somebody we don't know. If he walked in this room right now, I couldn't tell you who he was. But seeing fans like that, support us from jump, from the moment we had like 20 subscribers to now where we're at now on YouTube and the views that we're getting on TikTok and Instagram, it's dope to see that we're building a community slowly but surely,
You know what's funny? One thing that I did learn, and it's not from this year, I learned this a while ago, is that your biggest supporters are strangers.
Yeah, this is true.
Because the people close to you, they already know you're trying to do this, and they're like, oh, he's doing his little podcast, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but the people that don't know you, they see your grind, they see your hustle, they see the magic that you produce and the magic that you put out. They're like, oh man, I dig it.
Yo, believe it or not, my biggest supporters have been women.
Oh, of course, come on, of course.
No, not on some like, oh, I'm a sexy looking nigga, all that, I'm an attractive looking guy type shit. No, but like, there's been women who meet me through mutual friends or something, like, oh my God, let me listen to your podcast. They'll listen to the show, and then they'll be the ones sharing it on the story, saying they agree with me, or yo, this guy's kind of wild for this comment, but his podcast is still entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Do you play your podcast when you're about to hunch?
No. I will say this though, I've gotten girls who've met me on that vibe, and then they'll listen to the show and they'll judge me on things I say on the show.
Of course.
But then they talk to me in person like, oh, you're not like how you are on the show. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, you're not like an asshole. I'm like, I am an asshole, but I have to, turn up my asshole attributes for the camera. Like, I'm playing more or less playing a character on camera. Like, I still, in my personal life, I still deal with social anxieties from time to time, all that other thing, depression, all that stuff. But I don't, when I'm on camera, like, that shit wipes away because this is my safe space, right?
There we go, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, last but not least, Phil, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's talk about bro.
What you want?
So this week there isn't a bro what you want, but I did want to highlight our top 3 bro what you want moments. What was your favorite? Before I begin, what was your favorite bro what you want moment?
Oh God, there was so many. You put me on the spot here.
Oh yeah, I had to get you quick.
The recent one, the guy in the Subaru that drove through the damn dealership.
Okay, that one was funny, but you know what the thing that gets me about that one too?
What?
He still got arrested.
Well, come on. Why not? Why wouldn't he?
I don't feel like he should have got arrested.
Okay.
That's just me speaking.
All right.
You don't agree with me on that?
I mean, I think it's a great ad for a Subaru because that car didn't have a scratch on it.
That's true. He ran right through. Like even the windshield wasn't cracked.
Yeah, that car now.
Now that I think about it, the
dent or a scratch, and he was going 30 miles an hour.
I got to be real with you though. My favorite, I think, bro, what you wanted a year. I have 3, but this one is by far my absolute favorite. Is when remember the one we showed of Michelle Beadle, the sports anchor, saying the N-word when she was trying to say Denver Nuggets.
Oh, the Denver Nuggets. Oh,
the Denver
shit.
Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets. Nuggets. Yo, that one is probably one of my favorites, or it probably is my favorite, honestly.
Oh gosh.
We had another one I think that was kind of heartbreaking, but it was kind of like dysfunctional. It was the one of the woman. I remember if she was from Maryland or like Delaware or Ohio or something, who got to the army with her mom, and her mom shot her in the neck or some shit.
Oh,
remember her mom shot her, and then her mom told her to lie to the police.
Oh yes. Yes.
But then when she got into the hospital room by herself and the cops questioned her again, that's when she told the truth about her mom shooting her.
And it was like a teenager.
Yeah, it was a teenager. She was like 17 or 18 or some shit.
Yeah.
I should tell you about it. She was probably younger than that.
I think she was younger than that. I think she was like 13.
Yeah, she was young.
Damn.
Yeah, but I think that shit was. Oh, damn, I got the hiccups. But that shit was funny. Yeah. Damn, there was another one I had that was kind of funny to me. I can't think of it.
There's so many.
What's the CNN anchor?
Was the one who said that about the Haitians?
No. There was a CNN anchor that like said some racist ass Palestinian joke in front of a Palestine reporter.
Oh yeah, I forgot what he said exactly, but yeah.
Oh, he said it like his watch or something kept ticking, or his pocket kept ticking or some shit. Basically call him a suicide bomber. And I was like, yo, you said that shit live on CNN. And then CNN banned him from the network like less than 2 minutes after he said the shit.
I would like to see that. The security guards like literally kicking him out. Like Barney from The Simpsons, where they would throw him out the bar.
Oh, that'd be a great video. You ever seen the movie Barbershop?
Yeah,
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
You seen the second one?
Yeah.
When Kenan Thompson gave the congressman the patch in the back of his head, and then they were kicking him out the barbershop. It was probably something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that scene. You got another bro with you one moment?
Nah. Honestly, no. I can't think of them right now. But the Subaru one, that was my favorite one though.
The Subaru one, and the sad part is that's the most recent one.
But it's still one of my favorites.
My favorite bro with you on is it's probably Michelle Beadle. Yeah, that's probably it. Honestly,
that one is great too. Really.
I mean, I will say I kind of want to give a bro what you want to all the people upset about the Beyonce performance.
Why?
Because it's the same white people that's always upset about everything.
Oh, have you seen that meme where it's like whenever like a black person performs, there's like a meme where they show like a bunch of people who complain about it, but it shows their profile pictures and it's all like
white men
white guys sunglasses in their car.
Yeah, white dudes with trucker hats and Oakley shades.
Yeah. All the angry emotes. Like,
I think those are the real NPCs.
Oh, of course.
For sure. Those are the real NPCs.
Yeah.
Can't no one tell me different.
We need somebody like Kid Rock.
My thing is, Kid Rock is not even from the country.
Don't you dare talk bad about him.
He's a spoiled rich kid.
Well, he doesn't play one on TV.
Oh, Jesus, bro. You know what's crazy, too? I thought about this the other day. I was like, man, if I just did one episode where I just spoke red pill and Trump this, Trump that, I guarantee you it would be the most viewed episode of all time.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next episode will be like, psych, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. You should try that.
Seriously? Just come in here with I'm not coming in here with a Trump shirt. Hell no. Hell no.
Be like, Fresh and Fit is the greatest podcast ever.
Fuck them niggas.
I'm saying that's what you would say.
I mean, they're already getting their back kicked in by Drewski. Shout out to Drewski on that skit, by the way. That was a great skit. But in closing, y'all, this has been a great, 2024 and a very, I guess, reflective and learning in 2024. And I just want to say thank you guys on an incredible year. Thank you on an incredible initial 23 weeks, obviously. Phil has said this a million times that, a lot of podcasts don't make it to this point in time. But I'm happy that we have made it this far. And we have a long way to go. We're not stopping anytime soon. Phil, before I give a sign-off, man, you got anything you want to say to the fans?
Here's to 2025, man. Only thing that I can expect from you is just more greatness, more fupas, and lots more fun. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here, man. So with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for a great 2024. This has been another great episode of the Serious Sarcasm podcast. Peace.